We have one faulty undercovered LED touchlight here, and this one seems to have a mind of its own. I realise these are quite inexpensive, but I am curious on a couple of fronts, just to see if I can repair it, and indeed what's inside it. So I'll just show you the brief problem. It does work in a fashion. It's generally pretty unreliable. It's not operating on every press. Very hit and miss and frustrating to use. So we'll open the back up and we'll see we've got 3 batteries in here to remove. And I did notice, I was having a look at this earlier ahead of filming, there is a little arrow there indicating a clockwise direction. So I was thinking I'll have a go at unscrewing it anti-clockwise and clockwise, and we're not really winning there. The good news is the battery terminals, they're all looking nice and clean, so I think it's fair to say that they're good. Maybe if we apply a little bit more force. I am wondering if this is glued. So I've got a screwdriver here. I'll just see if it wants to unscrew. It could be worse, it could be like a screw thread and glued, but I don't know till I get inside it. Yeah, I think I'll apply some heat around there, and then if there is any glue, it will weaken it. Well, that did take some time. If I'd have filmed it, I don't know if you'd still be watching now. Basically, I applied some heat round the edge with a hairdryer and a little bit of leverage. You can see I've distorted the casing here all the way around, and it's now in pieces. So we've got there's a little switch here. Can you hear it perhaps? A couple of soldered joints there. One's wobbling a bit, but I think it'll be alright when the battery's in. Yeah, it will. So why is it not working? I'll just flip the side, have a look at these joints. That does. That looks to be a bit of a dry joint there on the LED. Seems to be hopefully you can see it, there is a serious lack of solder there. It could do with some solder on there, so I'll get the soldering iron. Everything else looks reasonably okay. Possibly that one's a tad dry. That is. Yeah, it could be. I think it's probably just got it for the switch. Maybe a slight top up, but definitely that one's not right. It wouldn't surprise me if that leg is making and breaking contact, but these things can always prove you to be a liar. So I'll get the soldering iron out and reflow that joint. So I've just rested this screwdriver on just to keep things stable and stop them moving around while we solder. So this iron should be warm now. I'll just put a tiny bit of solder on to tin the iron, and then we'll put it in contact with the pad and the leg of the LED, and that's worked. So then we'll go over the leg of the LED. That is how to do a proper soldered joint, because when you go over the leg, it seals it and stops any corrosion going this way down. It could still go the other way, but you do what you can. And a correctly soldered joint should last for 25 years or more. Only so much I can do with this one, but I can top the solder up on it. So we'll have a quick battery in test and see if that's made the differences we are hoping to make. Oh, I see. Press the LED. Still something not right. What is it? Is it that? It just a bit of unfortunate. Just give these LEDs a little wobble. I'm wondering if there's something I'm missing here. Even though the fault's gone away, I'd hate to put it back together. So it could have been the switch. Could get a bit of damp on the switch. If you do have any trouble with switches, basically what you do, and I'll use the screwdriver to demonstrate this, just push in on the switch and then go around in a circular motion with the switch pushed in. You can do it with your fingers and then repeat the other way. So if there is any contacts inside the switch, what you're doing is effectively rubbing away the oxidisation. It's looking like that is repaired. I suppose the only question is, can it be operated once reassembled? Because it does actually sit in here somehow. Maybe that's what was wrong with it. I don't know. Or it was the poor connection on the LED. This seems to be keeping everything in place. And there are 3 raised pins to align these tabs on. It's time for reassembly. And I'm going to confess something to you. While I was taking it apart, I did actually put a bit too much pressure on that, and that's why there's a crack in it. But this is just for fun. This video, I wondered what were in one of these. The cost of replacement's nothing. It's the challenge. Can this be repaired? Basically, that's what this video is about. It's not do repair it. It's can you repair it? And if you can, go for it. Just work very safely, because it was a bit dangerous wielding the screwdriver in here. You know, these things are lethal and they can slip. But for illustration purposes, that is how you can repair one of these touch lights. And I can press this back into service. Many thanks for watching, and why not subscribe to learn of more repair possibilities.